A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell there.
Back to throw, it's Marks. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up, 4th down.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking to throw, it's Marks. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th. He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete, a big hit. Here forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw. It's Marks. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Abdullah. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball in that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Scott. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Marks. That's reeled in, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The Cavaliers are at the line, looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. At the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the
point.
nail is in the coffin. And this might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're now going to have to drive the entire field.
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He'll set up to throw. He's going for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for space. It's Scott. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Marks. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. This time on target. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Marks. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Abdullah. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Scott. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking for a man. It's Marks. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Ace, 27, jump.
Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just...
It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. He fires to the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the toss to the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Marks. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A lot of ground to cover here on 4th down. as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Marks. Hit as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Trying the left side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking for space. It's Scott. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Marks. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff to the single back. Got a little space. He's loose on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Alabama. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Oof, that's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
22, water.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back, and not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
To throw, it's Marks. Oh, they're after him. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Snap it to the back. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Trying to get it to the marker. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Spins away from the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was important.